The incredible Nina Turner has filed for a potential rematch in Ohio. So, this bit of news just came out, and her campaign has come out to comment on this. So, I'll give you that as well. And also, later on in the video, I'll play for you a piece of an interview that she recently had with Ryan Grim at The Intercept. But first, here, this bit of news from Brian Metzger at Business Insider, political reporter there. Tweets out, Nina Turner filed a statement of candidacy with the FEC on Friday, setting the table for a potential primary rematch against Shontel Brown in Ohio's 11th next November. Quote, I got all options on the table, Turner told Ryan Grim on Friday. So you see the paperwork here. Now, I had speculated after she lost the special election in August against Shontel Brown that she would likely run again because there's no reason not to. I mean, you have an opportunity here in a district where Shontel Brown will only be a representative for about a year once this primary hits. So doesn't really have, deep roots in that district yet. Yes, Shontel Brown is a known quantity in Ohio, as is Nina Turner, but it doesn't mean that the voters have softened up to you just yet. But it is tougher to defeat an incumbent than it is to win a special election. So this was a special election that Marcia Fudge had gone on to join Biden's administration. That's why it was opened up with the special election. So this really was the best opportunity for a progressive like Nina Turner to come in and win this district. But still, a year after gives you a good opportunity to still defeat the incumbent here. Now, her campaign, or at least a former member of her campaign, has come out to say this. So Sam Allard tweets out, Nina Turner has indeed filed an Ohio 11th candidacy form with the FEC, but former campaign aide tells Cleveland Scene that she has not made a decision on 2022 run. Paperwork keeps her committee active if indeed she decides to seek rematch with Shontel Brown. So at this point, it appears to be more of a procedural thing. So yes, she has to file the paperwork to potentially run again, but at the same time, she wouldn't be doing this if she wasn't thinking about it. So this is clearly on her mind. I do think she will run again because why not? A lot of the groundwork already there from the last campaign, and oftentimes it takes a couple of elections to actually win. So especially when it comes to a campaign that wasn't taking corporate money like Shontel Brown. So Shontel Brown backed by corporate money, backed by Republican money, because Republicans understood that this district is heavily blue, that they were not going to win in November. So instead, they picked a candidate in this primary race, and they picked Shontel Brown because they knew that she was bought off by corporations. So if Nina Turner's campaign is able to really center that issue, the fact that Shontel Brown is backed by Republicans and corporations, and I think that the biggest obstacle to any campaign is just getting your name out there and ensuring that people know when to vote. So the ground game, knocking on as many doors in that district as possible before the primary election, I think is very important. And Nina Turner, being a progressive, has a strong volunteer base, but that has to continue and grow in the next campaign if she does decide to run. Now, as I said, she recently joined Ryan Grim on The Intercept for the Deconstructed podcast. I want to play for you a piece of this because this really gives you a window into how Nina Turner thinks about these various races.
But they target leaders like myself and Senator Sanders and others because they want the movement to get weary. They want them to say, look at what happened to Senator Sanders. We can't win. Look at what happened to Senator Nina Turner. We can't, if she can't win, nobody can win. That's what they want. Because they want people to lose hope and lose their commitment and connection to keeping up the fight for justice. So I want people to know right now that not one person is more important in this movement. Now, some of us have more influence, but that which we are fighting for is worth fighting for no matter what happens in individual elections. Now, we can't be naive. To make the change, we need the power. And we need to continue to fight for that power to get progressives elected to all levels of government so that we can push the policies and create the conditions that are going to change people's material lives.
So as Nina Turner says there, they want people to lose hope. They want you to see these losses, see Bernie's losses, see Nina's loss, and think, if these people can't win, then no one can win. But then they win. If you give up, if you no longer believe in the ability for these individuals to win, then they win. The corporations win, the wealthy win, Republicans win. So by continuing to keep the fight up, by running again, it shows a resilience that no, we're not going to give up. We're going to keep running and we're going to win. And you've seen various wins in Congress. Yes, they don't, hold leadership right now, but it's been what, a few years? Like AOC just came in 2018. So right now there's about 8 or so strong progressives in Congress that are clearly showing that the tides are turning. And yes, it takes time to be able to primary various corporate Democrats and take power. But you're seeing it happen in real time right now. And I think Nina Turner can be a very important piece of that if she decides to run again. And I think she would have a fantastic shot at winning. As I said, the ground game or the infrastructure for her is already built there on the ground in Ohio's 11th. Her name's already out there in that district as it was before the election, but even more so now. So by continuing that momentum and running again, I think Nina would have a fantastic shot if she in fact decides to run again next year.